Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let there be for signs.
Let there be for what?
For signs.
Let there be for what?
For signs.
Read.
And for seasons. And for days and years.
It said, and God said. Who said?
God.
Let there be lights in the firmaments of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for what?
Signs.
And for what?
Signs.
And for seasons and for days and for years. Keep in mind, Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14 said that the Lord himself shall give you a sign. The Most High gave us signs in the beginning. Those were the stars. The sign was not a virgin conceiving, because you can't see that. The entire earth can't see that. Oh, I just got a quake in my spine. Everybody just in a blink of a moment. Oh, I just saw a virgin conceive. You seen it too? No. How do we know that it was the star? How do we know that it was the star? Let's get Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Matthew will tell us that the star was the sign.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east up to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews?
Where is he that is born King of the Jews? These are the wise men coming to Herod. Keep in mind, this is the time of the Roman captivity. Read.
For we have seen his star in the east.
We have seen his what?
His star in the east.
We have seen his virgin birth.
His star.
We have seen a woman conceive without having sex.
His star.
We have seen his what?
His star.
We have seen his star. Read.
And we are come to worship him.
And we are come to worship him. Drop down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared.
What time the what appeared?
The star.
The virgin birth appeared.
The star.
What time his star appeared? Read.
Verse 8. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also.
Nah, he wanted to murder that baby. Read.
Verse 9. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star, which they had saw in the east.
The what which they saw in the east?
The star, which they saw in the east, went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was.
Till it came and stood over where the young child was. So, look at this. The question is, how did the wise men know what to look for? How did the wise men know that it was a star that would signify the birth of Christ? It's because the wise men knew Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, that the sign was a star. They knew that from the beginning, Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, that the Most High established lights in the firmaments to be for times, for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. They understood this. So because of their understanding, they understood that the sign would be a star. So thus, when they saw the star, they said, he that is born King of the Jews is born. The King of the Jews is born. See that? Notice the wise men didn't come to the Herod saying, oh, there's a virgin birth that just happened. A woman just had a baby without having intercourse. Oh. No, they said we've seen his star in the east. See, they knew the prophecy of the sign. And it was because of this star that they not only knew that the Savior was born, but they knew how to find him. So now let's get into the next version in this. It says, behold, a virgin shall conceive. And people look at that and they say, woo, a virgin. our understanding of virgin. Ariella, can you grab us the Zondervan Bible Dictionary off of our bookshelf over there? Let's see what virgin means, right? So that word virgin, like we said before, the word virgin doesn't actually exist in the Hebrew language, right? English is a relatively new language. So the word virgin didn't exist. Mm-hmm. That word that exists in that space is actually the Hebrew word alma. Alma. So the word that actually exists there is not virgin, but what? Let's get the Hebrew. It's the Hebrew in our Hebrew Bible concordance, H5959. What word is that, Elder?
Damsel, maid, virgin.
Damsel, maid, virgin. So the word that actually exists there is damsel, not virgin. Mm-hmm. The word that actually exists there is damsel, not virgin, which by definition, the word damsel means a young, unmarried woman. Has nothing to do with whether she's had sex or not. Nothing to do with it. Nothing whatsoever. Has nothing to do with it. That word there is not virgin. It's damsel. Alma. It's not stating that the Messiah would be born of a woman who never had sex. It was saying that the Messiah would be born of a young, unmarried woman. Mm-hmm. So when we go to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary's definition of virgin, this is what we see. Check it out. Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 600, virgin. This is your Zondervan Bible Dictionary right here. Go ahead and read that.
A young, unmarried woman.
A what?
A young, unmarried woman.
The exact definition of a damsel. Interesting. It's interesting that the Zondervan Bible Dictionary gives you the exact same definition of a damsel. It's because the word virgin doesn't actually exist in the Hebrew scriptures. The word damsel exists in the Hebrew scripture. It says, the first definition of virgin in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary is damsel. What's the second definition?
A young woman of marriageable age.
A young woman of marriageable age. This means that she's entered her flowers, right? She can now have babies. So a young woman of marriageable age, read.
Whether married or not.
Whether what?
Whether married or not.
Whether married or not. Interesting. So virgin simply means damsel. So what it shows is that, so the first question that usually pops up for many is that marriage and sex are not correlated. Mm-hmm. Because apparently the idea of marriage has been thwarted in today's time. People actually think that two people of the same sex can be married. Mm. So even though we know what marriage is from the beginning, what marriage was established to be, right? Mm-hmm. So the idea of marriage itself has been thwarted. You can have as many arguments about that as you would like. But when you see the original establishment of marriage, if something is different, then it's thwarted. Mm-hmm. It's warped. Mm-hmm. If a spoon goes into the oil one way and it comes out bent, it's not the same spoon that you put into the oil. It's warped.